Hey friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am so excited because I compiled 10 of my favorite DIYs from Christmases past into this video, and I really hope you guys enjoy it.
Everything is calm, now it's midnight. Everybody's sleeping, all is peace. And I'm still hanging round in a house that's filled with lights, walking through a midnight wonderland. The wise men keeping watch, now it's midnight. And though it's cold outside, we're staying warm. And the star will always shine, it's the season for all time, walking in our midnight wonderland. The fuss and hustle of yesterday's gone. Now let us focus on the holidays, having fun. Outside, we're staying warm, and the star will always shine. It's the season for all times, walking in our midnight wonderland. Everything is calm, now it's midnight. Everybody's sleeping, all is peace. And I'm still hanging round in a house that's filled with lights, walking in our midnight wonderland. Walking through a midnight wonderland. A cold December night, snowflakes fall, wonderful, magical. It's that time when everybody smiles, eyes are shining bright. I still remember how I used to feel. Look at us now, walking around in the snow. We do it in a very Christmas way. Soon there will be sleigh bells and Santa Claus. It's the number most magical time of the year. Mistletoe hanging everywhere, waiting to declare that love is here in the air. We can stroll side by side all night. I'll hold your hand so tight and always Christmas way. Soon there will be sleigh bells and Santa Claus. It's the number one most magical time of the year. Look at us now, walking around in the snow. We do it in a very Christmas way. Soon there will be sleigh bells and Santa Claus. It's the number one most magical, the number one most magical time of the year.
Hurry now, should have been done by now. Seems we're running late. Let's put the food on the table, fast as we're able. Guests are coming at 8. When we're caught in the Christmas rush, it's so easy to lose touch with the true meaning of things and what really matters. Just look up in the December night. There is one star shining bright. It shines on one and all. Shine on, Christmas star. Shine on. Simmer down, pass a big smile around. Now that everything is gold, the children hunker down to see what's hidden beneath the Christmas tree. Look but not touch, they're told. When we're caught in the Christmas rush, it's so easy to lose touch with the true meaning of things and what really matters. Just look up in the December night. There is one star shining bright. It shines on one and all. Shine on, Christmas star. Shine on, Christmas star. Shine on. shines on one and all on this cold December night. There is one star shining bright, and it shines for you and me. Shine on, Christmas star. Shine on, Christmas star. Shine on, Christmas star. Shine on, Christmas star. Shine on.
If you are new here, welcome. I'm Julie, and here on my channel we do DIYs, crafting, and home decor all on a budget. If that is something that interests you, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss any future videos.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay, keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 Noel. Born is the King of Israel. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east, beyond them far, and to the earth it gave great light, and so it continued both day and night. Noel, 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 Noel. Born is the King of Israel. Born is the King. Born is the King. Born is the King of Israel.
What child is this lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping. And this is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. So bring him incense, gold, and myrrh, compassion, King, to own him. The King of kings salvation brings. Let loving hearts enthrone him. Raise, raise a song on high. The Virgin sings her lullaby. Joy, joy, for Christ is born, the babe, the Son of Mary. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary.
Everything is calm, now it's midnight. Everybody's sleeping, all is peace. And I'm still hanging round in a house that's filled with lights, walking through a midnight wonderland. The wise men keeping watch, now it's midnight. And though it's cold outside, we're staying warm. And the star will always shine, it's the season for all time, walking in our midnight wonderland. The fuss and hustle of yesterday's gone. Now let us focus on the holidays, having fun. Coming together with the family and friends, a gift that's heaven sent. It's heaven sent to you and me. Now the wise men keeping watch while it's midnight. And though it's cold outside, we're staying warm. And the star will always shine, it's the season for all times, walking in our midnight wonderland. Everything is calm, now it's midnight. Everybody's sleeping, all is peace. And I'm still hanging round in a house that's filled with lights, walking in our midnight
flakes fall. Wonderful, magical, it's that time when everybody smiles, eyes are shining bright. I still remember how I used to feel. Look at us now, walking around in the snow.
So to assemble the garland, I am going to be using these Christmas picks that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. I picked up 3 different styles. I have 3 of this one that has the little apple. I picked 5 of these that have the little red poinsettias. And then I picked up 2 of these that have the snow and a couple pine cones on them with the red berries. But what they had other kinds that maybe you would like better. They did have some white ones. So whatever style you're looking for, but these put together make a very high end to assemble this. So because I didn't have it, I'm going to be using these, what are they called? With these little craft wires. And I just cut them up into pieces, and I'm going to be using those to attach it since I don't have the full tape. So I'll be right back. So now that all the tags are off, I did kind of lay out a pattern that I liked. And the next thing you're going to want to do is kind of fluff the picks. You want to separate everything a little bit. And you're going to want to do that with each piece. Sorry, my husband is watching football upstairs. And you want to make sure that you can get to the main stem, because that's the strongest part, and that's what you want to attach to the other piece. So you want the 2 stems to be able to be attached, and I'm just going to put this through here and give it a good twist. Floral tape probably would have made this more permanent. But it's attached. So now it is one piece. And I am going to do that with the next one. I'm kind of alternating. I did the apple pick, the poinsettia pick, and now I'm going to do the pinecone berry pick. Again, I'm going to separate it all and try to find the main stem, which is right here. I'm going to line these up. Pick and the main stem, and I'm going to attach them. Pipe cleaner, that's what it's called. Just remember. And now the 3 pieces are one. I guess using the nice thing about using the pipe cleaner is that, oh, this is messy. At the end of the season, I can actually separate these if I wanted to use it for something else next year. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the next one. I'm going to keep going down the line until I've made a full garland, and I'll be right back. For this last piece, I just wanted to show you that to fit, if I put it on following the other pattern, I have this sticking out. I don't like that, so I'm actually going to end it, the last one, going the opposite direction so that it has a finished looking end. So I just want to show you what it looks like from the underside. You can see all the pieces of pipe cleaner that is attaching it all. And now I'm going to flip it over. So now it's flipped over and it just looks like one single piece of garland. You're probably going to want to go through and just fluff some of it, spread some of the pieces out. And just look the way that you want. For this project, you're going to need 2 of the 12-foot non-lit branch garland from Walmart. You will also need at a minimum 16 gauge wire and wire cutters. So for the letter J, I cut the garland down to 6 foot 2 inches, and you can see here I'm just shaping it into the letter that I want. And to make it nice and thick, I did do a double layer, so after I shaped the cross point at the top of the J, I double layered it, so I folded it back down and all the way down and around to the little hook so that it was a little bit thicker. It was a little too thin to keep it in a single layer. And it did take a little bit of work just to get it to the right shape and size that I really wanted for my window. Then I took the wire, and you'll see that I'm basically just using the wire to, number one, combine the 2 pieces of garland so that it's stronger and it's more like one piece of garland. Also to reinforce, even though this garland is wired, having the 16 gauge, which actually if I could have found a slightly higher gauge, I probably would have gone up a gauge, but my Joann's didn't have a higher gauge. I also, by the way, got this from the jewelry department. But you can see here, I'm just every maybe 5 to 6 inches. And there you have it. That's my finished J. For the Y, I cut a 4 foot 6 inch piece of garland. I started off with just the V at the top of the Y, and again, because I want it to be a double layer, I folded it back down to the point and then made a straight line down to the bottom and then crossed it back up and put it over onto the left side of the top of the V, so that the whole thing had a double layer. And once I had it shaped the way I wanted, I kept it next to the J to make sure that they would be the same size. Then I just did the same thing with the wire that I did with the J. Just started reinforcing it. So for the letter O, I cut 2 4 foot 4 inch pieces. I connected the tops with the wire that was inside the garland, and then just layered the next piece of garland on top of it. Used the wire that I purchased from Joann's to combine it and to make it a little bit more sturdy. And I probably did it about every 4 to 5 inches or so. less than $15 compared to $149. Supplies, you're going to need some scissors, stapler, some tape, a pen or pencil, some paper of your choice, cardboard, a ruler, and a paper cutter. So for my wreath, I needed a total of 22 8x11 papers that I cut in half to give me a total of 44 sheets of paper to make this wreath. One of the nice things about this wreath is that you can use any kind of paper you want. I chose the brown craft paper, but you could use a colored paper. So now once all of your paper is cut, you are ready to start making paper cones. You're going to take the right side of the top of the paper and fold it under, and the left side of the bottom of the paper and fold it over to make this cone shape. Now there's a couple ways you can secure it. You can use tape. I decided to use staples. Once I got going, I thought that it would be a little bit more secure to use the staples. I'm going to show you again how to roll it a few more times just so that you can get the hang of it. Once you get a couple of them going, it's super easy to do the rest. This is the perfect activity to do when you're watching a movie, or I like doing it during watching like Food Network shows, but it's perfect time to just do it when you don't have anything to do and you can watch something. Now in order to assemble the wreath, you're going to need to make some markings on your cardboard. You want an 8-inch diameter circle, and so to do that I just marked the 4 inches in the middle and then marked 2 slashes near the 1 and the 8, and then you're going to want to do it north, south, and east and west. Then you're also going to want to do it for a 4-inch circle. So you start at 2 inches in the middle and mark the 1 and the 4. Now for the fun part, and that is assembling all the cones. This actually goes by really quickly. Just using some hot glue, you're going to start on the outer edge, the 8-inch circle, and then once you fill that in, you'll go to the 4-inch circle, and you can keep going until you have filled your paper wreath as thick as you would like it to be. Now, to fill the center, I came up with a few different ideas for you. I took the papers that I had cut and cut them in half again to make some smaller cones. And if I wanted to keep this all just the brown paper, I could just fill this in with the little cones in the center. I was even thinking spraying glue on it and then putting some glitter would be really pretty. Another idea is to make a Christmas bow and stick that in the center. That also would have been really cute. I also had this red hydrangea flower, and I thought that would be really pretty. My daughter voted on that, so that's the one I ended up going with. And another option would be to glue in some little glitter ornaments. These ones are from the Dollar Tree. Once the center has been filled with whatever you decide, it is time to turn it over and to make the hanger. I am just going to use some ribbon, and I am going to fold the ends together and attach those with glue, and then I'm going to glue it onto the cardboard. Here is the wreath with the red hydrangea flower in the center. I really liked this, but there was just something missing. I wasn't completely satisfied. So I added this piece ornament that I got from the Dollar Tree. I just glued both ends onto the paper and it stayed just fine, and I just think that's what it needed. It just needed a little bit something more. So if you're looking for some more Christmas DIYs or decor ideas, check out these other playlists here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.